Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Draw with T, or Draw with Tay. Today we are drawing Obliques, as you saw from the little pages that I flashed you. The spread. Haha. I remembered the word, just a little too late. Yep, so we are drawing more anatomy from Michael Hampton's figure drawing book. And today it is the side muscles, the love handles, the obliques. Gosh, I really hope obliques are love handles. Now I don't know. I mean, I just kind of assumed my whole adult life, I've been assuming that if you don't work out your obliques, then, you know, they become love handles. Oh gosh. Maybe I've been lied to my whole life. Maybe this is one of those Santa Claus moments. Fun fact, though, I don't know how much I actually believed in Santa Claus when I was a kid. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. I was a kid, you know. So I don't really remember. That was like 20 plus years ago. Anyways, yeah, so this is going to be a fun-ish page. Lots of things to draw here, and I'm just starting off by taking some notes about it. I think this is one of the weirder abstract things to draw for all the various anatomy things that I've done so far. If you showed me that picture, I'd have no idea that it was supposed to be obliques, but that being said, I don't think any of the other ones would be of any help either, but it's just a strange shape. Forgive me. It's I just yawned there. It's getting close to midnight. In fact, it's 6 minutes from midnight, and I have been working all day every day. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. But yeah, so here I am, you know, doing obliques. I remember this being a fun page. So I guess I'll just let the cat out of the bag here. This was a warm-up that I was doing, and then I was going to do a quick recording, and again, I was going to do it before work, and then I didn't hit record on the other one, the drawing that this was a warm-up for, so I believe in the next episode we're actually going to be doing another anatomy drawing, because by the time I could get around to do more drawing, it was like a couple days later. Yeah, so that's sad. Hopefully that'll be the only thing the only page that gets lost. Because I kind of have a hidden goal, and I don't know if I've really said this, or if I've really laid it out, you know, like just plainly said it. Maybe I've hinted at it in previous episodes, but I kind of have this goal, whether anybody watches these or not, whether they pick up in popularity or not, whether I continue past a certain point or not. My goal here, my hidden goal, is to see if I can record and film me drawing in every single page of this sketchbook. Well, let me rephrase that. About 90% of the pages, because if you may have, the astute of you might have noticed that I do have a few printouts pasted into my sketchbook. The calendar on the left page side there is actually covering up some thumbnails for some episodes that I didn't want you guys to see, and B, didn't want distracting from the obliques, and C, I didn't want them getting dirty, because with the sketchbook paper, you know, sometimes I just end up smearing everything, and I don't like that. But yeah, so I do that, and the reason being is, like, I do digital work, and if I don't paste it somewhere, then I just totally forget that I ever did anything. And then I might be like, gee, what was I doing for an entire month that I didn't fill anything in my sketchbook? Wow, I was so lazy. But in actuality, maybe I did 200 digital things. Not actually, but, you know, I'd like to believe. I'd like to believe that I could, or would, or that they'd be things of quality. Actually, that's a lie. I have done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of storyboards. Yeah. So yeah, I know I have done 200 things in a month. If you want to count each storyboard. But, yeah, so, crap, I kind of forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about the lost episode. Oh, and my secret goal. Yeah, so, I'd like to record, basically every time I sketch in the sketchbook, I'd like to record that. Digital things that end up in the sketchbook, I'd like to record that too. Outside of, video thumbnails and a couple other things. Like, obviously, if I'm doing, like, client work or something, I can't show that to you guys, so, yeah. But I don't get a lot of client work, sadly. Yeah. But that's just my secret goal. And, that's partially why I don't just draw fan art to get the likes, and why I, I'm not taking requests and some other stuff like that. It's just kind of a bit of a selfish thing where the thing that's keeping me going is that, I have this opportunity where I can literally record nearly an entire fresh sketchbook being filled. And then from this, that moment onward for the rest of my life, and if I live a long life, I'll be further away from these moments of me sketching these things than I will ever be towards it, because I'm kind of young, and if I live to be ripe old age, well, I'll probably forget everything about this sketchbook. I'll probably forget, the order of most of these sketchbooks that I have. So I think it'd be really cool to have this and have, my audio. Whether it becomes anything on YouTube or not, or, gets repurposed anywhere else, it just seems really cool to me, and I kind of hope that future me will gain something from it, or somebody else will gain something from it, maybe somebody related to me, maybe somebody who just has the same mindset, is going through the same crap as me, or is at the same phase as I am now. They might somehow see this, find it in some hard drive or forgotten on some like ancient YouTube thing long time in the future, and maybe this'll be the thing that helps them. Maybe we might never meet face to face because of time and space and whatever else, but through this we can connect and be friends. Is that a little too deep? Maybe it is, but I don't know. I kind of dig stuff like that, like how like authors and such, they can connect to fans hundreds of years after their death, but they're just not really there for it, but they can still have an impact, right? It's like when you see or when I see World War II pictures, or just pictures from any old era, and I think, geez, man, this is like people living their lives, and I'm seeing it, even though they're gone. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing something. It's just really, really cool. I often think that about sketchbooks and stuff too. Like, if you gave me a sketchbook of somebody from 200 years ago, wow, like just holding it would have some kind of magic effect on me. Sorry, I'm not really talking about obliques today. Is that okay? Let me know. Still waiting for an answer on that. I don't really have much to say about this, to be honest, like me drawing obliques. I'm still kind of mystified by them, as when I started. I had a lot of fun drawing this page. I was jamming out. But I was just kind of drawing boxes and attaching two different boxes by the sides by this thing, and occasionally adding something that kind of looked like a pudgy little love handle. But, it's an impressive looking page on Hampton's part, but I think he's got a couple pages in there. Like, some of the pages are really, really good. And then some of them look really good, but then when I start drawing them, I'm like, I want more information, right? Like, obviously, this is a great simplification of obliques, but it kind of leaves me wanting to reach for some of my other books and being like, oh, well, okay, what is the muscle actually like? Where does it actually begin and where does it insert? What is the actual shape of it, outside of this sort of box thing? Because the drawings are nice, the drawings are simple, and I know Hampton knows what he's drawing, but in the replication, I thought I would learn, but there's still a lot there for me to learn, and I think I need to go kind of beyond the images presented here, but nobody's perfect, right? And I don't mean to rag on Hampton. It's still a really good frickin' book, worth the money. My Canadian friends, I think in a previous episode I talked about how it's expensive to get it. Don't get it through Amazon.ca. If you can find it in a bookshop, try and score it for $40 ish, $50 at max. You might be better off getting it through Amazon.us or .usa.com. I meant. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just me drawing abstract shapes and sides and love handles. Are they love handles if they're not pudgy? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, it's a very, very fun page. And that's really all I have to say about it. That's why I'm talking about various other things. Gosh, dear me. Oh, another yawn attack. I do apologize. I would edit those yawns out, and I may yet. But I kind of just want to do these things in one take if I can, just because time is limited, and I know the moment that I open up the option to do nuanced edits to a certain degree that it could lead to more and more and more and more edits, and then I'm gonna find myself in a point 3 months down the line where I've become this like videographer, but I really just want to like write and draw this animated story thing. And now I'm neck deep in this thing that I ran away with. I mean, it's good to learn that stuff, right? Maybe in the future I'll have maybe even in the future I'll have like special episodes where like I actually take time, and it might take a couple months to find the time to edit them, but they'll be really nice and tight, and they'll be like scripted, but this stuff, like, yeah, I understand the concepts of that, but it's time is I don't have enough of it, and I basically just want to record when I'm drawing, and I draw a lot, so this isn't like a once a week thing. I do this 4, 5, sometimes 6 times a week, so if that's 4, 5, 6 episodes, and then I'm editing 4, 5, 6 episodes on top of making 4, 5, 6 episodes on top of working, on top of Halloween, on top of a lot of other stuff. Well, I think you can kind of understand, it gets to be a lot, So, yeah, and I think here that I'm starting to do my own little kind of original doodles where I'm trying to absorb what I learned. It might be. I think I'm kind of sort of redrawing the non-boxy figures there on the left. Jeremy, excuse me. Oh, man, 3 yawns. Jeez. Tried to hold that one in. Yeah, so I was trying to draw, kind of like do my own version of the figures, the little figures in a box that aren't boxy. But I think by this time I looked up at the clock and I was like, oh my gosh, I have no time, and I got a second episode I've got to do. I have got to rush this. And unfortunately, all that rushing was in vain, because the episode I rushed out, I looked up and realized that I hadn't hit record. Yeah, so I was like slightly late to work for nothing, and I didn't even have a video to show for it. I'm so sad. But, I guess it does happen. I've heard a lot of other YouTubers say, and I'm having to reshoot this because I forgot to hit record, or the battery died on me, or something like that. Now I can relate. I can fully relate to that. Anyways, guys, we're getting near the end here. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What do you want to see more of? What do you think of my idea to film myself drawing an entire, basically, sketchbook full of stuff? And if you're new here, please, like, comment, subscribe. I'm a tiny YouTuber, and I like my fans. I like talking to you guys. So leave a comment. Let's chat. You won't be shouting into the void with me, that's for sure. And yeah, have a good day if it's day. Have a good night if it's night. I don't know. Have a good wherever in time you are. Wherever in time and space, have a good one. And I will see you in the next episode.